What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing unfortunate NBA injury news, and that is from the Milwaukee Bucks. And it looks like Damian Lillard has suffered an Achilles tendon injury in the Bucks' last game in a playoff loss to the Indiana Pacers. Dame was injured in the game very early on, about I'll say like 6 minutes and 50 seconds into the first quarter. He was going after a loose ball rebound, and he pushed off to get the rebound, and it looked like he was in a lot of discomfort. Sat on the floor for a minute and limped off. He wasn't able to put no pressure on his ankle foot area, and did not return to the basketball game. Now, in the Bucks losing to the Pacers, for me, the status of Lillard was definitely on a lot of people's minds, for the Milwaukee Bucks, because you just seen the effort, right? It just looked like a team that was dejected. But getting back to Lillard for a moment, you just hate to see things like this, because this is a player that we know just battled back from, the deep vein thrombosis situation where he wasn't able to play for the better part of a month. He gets back, battles back enough to be able to play in a few games versus the Pacers. Did not play to his greatness, the all-time performance levels that we may have been used to with Lillard, but to battle back from that, and now for this to happen, you just hate to see things like this. And we all know what Damian Lillard is capable of when he's healthy, but he's been dealing with a lot of injuries lately. With the Milwaukee Bucks, he's been dealing with a lot of injuries. And again, once the Bucks did trade for Lillard, I know the tandem between him and Giannis was supposed to be one that a lot of people thought could make headway in the Eastern Conference. But, now with only so many games left to save their season, it's going to be tough sledding for the Bucks. It's going to be tough sledding. And I feel like, with Lillard, of course, we know they are a better team. Without Lillard, it's Giannis and the rest of the guys. So, again, like I said, you hate to see things like this. And I know injuries are a part of the game. Injuries are things that, as professionals, can't escape. They're going to happen. But these type of injuries where you're thinking about an Achilles and the recovery, how long, what are we talking about as far as timetables are concerned? Are we talking about a year? Are we talking about a year and a half? Who knows, right? But there was things I was reading, and a lot of people think that may have been the last time that Damian Lillard plays in a meaningful basketball game. And I'm just saying to myself, was that the last time that we may see Damian Lillard for a very long time? And it's possible. It's very possible. And to say that, he's one of the top 75 all time, multiple time all-star, like I said, when healthy, he's one of the better basketball players in today's NBA. But this injury is, at the end of the day, yes, these are professional athletes, but at the same time, these guys are still fathers, human beings, family members to other people and things like that. So you don't want to forget that aspect of it. So for Damian Lillard, I'll say, wish him a speedy recovery, throughout this process. And I hope to see him back on the basketball floor sooner rather than later. But again, I know it's going to be a tough process, tough sledding throughout the, waning months or whenever he returns. But we've seen him deal with injuries in the past, and I have no doubt that he will be able to return to his form and do what he does on the basketball floor. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. NBA fans, basketball fans, Damian Lillard fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.